Well, there's a couple of problems with the second special counsel. The first issue is we technically have one in U.S. Attorney John Huber, who was tasked by Jeff Sessions to look into the FISA court abuses and other allegations of malfeasance at the DOJ and FBI. 18 months later, nobody knows what he's up to. Nobody's heard anything from him. He hasn't even interviewed Carter Page. The other problem with the second special counsel, it's going to take a little bit to set that up. You're going to have to hire outside lawyers for the Department of Justice. You're going to have to come up with a scope for that, for the second special counsel. You're going to have to come up with a set of parameters for them, what they can and cannot investigate. All of that's going to take a lot of time, and time is not of the essence here for President Trump.
Right, because as we know, the election is coming right up, and there's Department of Justice precedent that says these types of investigations shouldn't interfere with an election. It is very strange. You had a great article, by the way, in the Washington Times about he's a Utah prosecutor, John Huber, who's supposed to be investigating. He supposedly hasn't interviewed any of these witnesses or anyone associated with the FISA court abuse, the FBI corruption, or anybody who had been targeted by the FBI corruption. That seems very odd to me.
It's very odd. We should see some proof of life from the Huber probe. And even if we haven't seen subpoenas, we haven't seen anything, any sign of life from this investigation. We have not seen a subpoena. We have not seen a grand jury being convened. We have not seen people who have been investigated leak to the media or hold a press conference and say they've been a target. Two of the people who are at the heart of the FISA probe, Carter Page, who's the victim in all of this, he hasn't talked to Carter Page. I've talked to Carter Page a number of times. Carter Page is not hard to talk to. The other person is Bruce Orr. Bruce Orr, who is the person who brought the Steele dossier to the Department of Justice that began the FISA warrant and began the spying on Carter Page. He told Congress in a closed-door session early last year that he hasn't heard anything from John Huber. So it raises the question of what is he doing? We've seen no proof of life in this investigation at all.
Right, or what did Congressman Jim Jordan say about Huber? Where's Waldo? Where is he? No one's seen him whatsoever. So aside from the special counsel, what else can be done? We have Congressman Nunes, who said that he is preparing criminal referrals that supposedly could be available or ready to be given to the Department of Justice at any time. Can we trust the Department of Justice, given the corruption that we've seen from that same department, even under President Trump, with all the swamp creatures, difficult to fire? Can we trust them to investigate their own wrongdoing?
Well, I'm not sure we have much of a choice because, as you said, the second special counsel is problematic. And there's just not a lot of other options. If Attorney General Barr starts to clean house and get rid of a lot of the people that brought us to the point where we are, and to some degree, even before Barr came in, they've done that. McCabe is gone, Comey's gone. We're starting to see a little bit of clean house. I recognize Bruce Orr is still there, but that might be our only option because we still have the public integrity section. The other good option, which is not the Department of Justice investigating, would be Department of Justice Inspector General Michael Horowitz to investigate. And he's kind of a Department of Justice watchdog, and he's an Obama appointee, but he's done some really good work. He's uncovered the Page Strzok anti-Trump texts. He's the one who put together the Clinton email report. He's done a lot of good work, and he might be the best person, but the problem with him is his investigations take a very long time.